Hey Wes, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out. Janessa spoke with you on Thursday, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things really short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online and build up that customer base. So, with that, let me get started. I was looking at your website, and some of the pages, there's a lot of content. You have a lot of location pages. Your site is massive. There's a lot of good things you're doing here. Looking through, the one thing I would say that could use a little bit of help is content. And not only content in terms of volume, because I think some of the pages had quite a bit of volume, but some of the pages didn't have a ton. And content is really important for a couple of reasons. The first is so that you can be found for a bunch of keywords. And currently, you're not being found for any keywords within the top 100. So you're not ranking for anything, but you do have a lot of content in your site. And there's a couple ways to rank for specific keywords. The first is to have them like within your heading, within your content, save images as those photos, and those keywords are really important. And I did look at keywords in the Houston area. I grabbed Katy too, just because I know there's a lot of construction in Katy, and obviously, there's a ton of suburbs of Houston, League City, Spring, the Woodlands, and I just picked one of the outlying cities. But looking at Houston, there's 13,000 searches for roofing alone in Houston. So a lot of volume in Houston. 2,000 searches for Katy. And if I go into water, fire, mold remediation, I didn't even add smoke in it, but another 6,000 searches. You see mold remediation Houston, 700 searches a month for mold remediation within Houston. So there's a ton of volume to be had there. But say I wanted to rank for this roofing company's Houston keyword. Um, I will go back to that keyword. 700 searches a month for roofing companies Houston. It's a good buyer intent keyword because somebody who's searching for roofing companies Houston is probably looking for somebody to do their roof, right? So I would have that within my heading. I would have it saved within my within my content. I also would save an image as that keyword. And then, like I said, it just allows you to rank faster and more efficiently if you have that keyword verbatim within your content. And the headings kind of work as like an outline, right? So Google kind of reads your website as an outline. And those headings are important because it's what all the information underneath it is. It's basically a parameter of what your information is. So, really important. And then content is a ranking factor. So if you look like sites like Yelp and Wikipedia, one of the reasons why they do so well is they just have a ton of content. And, it's about quality and quantity. You want good content and you want a lot of it. So, and then the more content you have, the more keywords you can be found for. So, having that buyer intent keywords within your headings and through your site, as well as having a lot of it, would be my first tip. My second tip would involve your Google business profile. So these are really important and they can potentially bring a lot of traffic to your site. So before I go into why they're important, let's go into how you can really improve upon them. So reviews are an important thing. They give validation to your business. They show that people are using you and that you're doing a great job for them. So as many 5-star reviews as you can is really important. If you can get a review if you get 2 reviews a week, you're looking at 100 reviews a year. So really important to improve upon this and get this number up. All this information here needs to be consistent throughout the web. And what I mean by that is, say you have a Yelp page and you have your website. If, the hours differ, for instance, or the address differs, or whatever it may be, if the content there is different, Google doesn't like that. What they want to see is that the people who search on Yelp and on your website and on your Google Business Profile get the same accurate information. So really important that all that stuff matches. And then these photos you want saved as keywords that are also geotagged. And what I mean by that is, again, if I'm wanting to rank for roofing companies Houston, I would save an image as that keyword, and then I might pick, whatever roof, let's say, this building here, and I would tag it as that location. And what Google thinks is that, you did that work, that you did that roof at that location. And so it allows you to rank, and as you keep building and growing, um, your Google Business Profile kind of looks like a flower and blooms and gets bigger and bigger. And because people search differently, right? When people search roofing companies Houston, a lot of times what pops up first is ads, and it's a great reason to run ads is because some people click on the first thing they see. So if you're running an ad, you're above the fold, you're going to be the first thing people see, and those people that click on the first thing they'll see, you'll bring them to your site, to your phone call, to your landing page, whatever it may be. So really, good to run ads. But then a lot of people go down to this what we call a map pack, and these three can pull up to 40% of the traffic. So if you're looking at a 700 keyword, a month search, you're looking at 300 to 350, searches a month going directly to these businesses. And then I've seen them outrank the organics. And if you're running an ad and you're number one here and you're number one organically, you're going to pull as much traffic as you possibly can. And last but not least, just build up the strength of your site. SEO is basically what we call this, search engine optimization. It's about linking and building up the strength of your site. And how you do that is by adding referring domains and backlinks that build up the strength of your site. And Google wants to see that you're interconnected, that you have a strong site, that they can trust you. And they how they figure that that's going to happen is by other websites linking to you and sending power. And just to kind of show you what that looks like, I brought up one of your competitors there in Houston. This is Bronze Roofing. Okay, they have 167 websites that are sending almost 500 links back to their site, and they're ranking in the top 100 and 500 keywords, and they're getting a little over 700 searches a month. So a lot of volume. You definitely could get here. This number 34 is a decent number. You would like to see a 1-to-1 ratio here, but obviously they're doing something well because they're ranking really high for this keyword. So this is kind of where you want to get to. And again, you can do this for anything. So you could do this with water, fire, mold, your roofing, board up, storm damage, all the stuff that you do, you can rank for all this stuff. It's just a matter of, doing the right things. Again, add that content, adjust that content a little bit. Definitely work on that Google Business Profile and really get your SEO going. And that should help you a lot. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. My contact information is in the email. Myself or my business partner Jackie, who's there in Tomball, would definitely talk to you at whatever time works for you. We do have a link to our Google Calendar, so you can feel free to schedule out some time as you wish. So with that, have a great day and God bless.